sometimes when you're watching people who are respected as commentators in boxing, and you're thinking, we've already heard this information, you're trying to make it sound like it's something special. As I was with when I'm watching Adam Catterall and Gareth Davies on TalkSport recently. I really like both their works. I really respect them as boxing commentators, particularly Gareth. It's time served, but they were talking about Jai Opetaia being signed by, being bought really, I suppose, or signed by Zuffa and TKO, mainly Zuffa. And they were talking about whether or not, and I don't know where this sits with Nick Khan talking about we're not going to break any contracts, because he is managed by two people. They talked about one of them, but not Spencer Brown. He's been quiet on this. I don't know where he sits with this. Anyway, they also talked about the belts, because he's IBF champion. And we know he's going to have to relinquish that because Dana White has said many moons ago, I won't work with those sanctioning bodies. So when Gareth Davies said, will he relinquish that belt? I thought, come on, mate. You must have listened to my podcast about this. He later on said, yes, of course he'll relinquish the belt. He will, because they'll be fighting for just two belts, won't they? The Ring Magazine belt and the Zuffa belt. And the Ring Magazine belt will be diminished, in my view, because it won't get the sun on it. Because what will happen is it will just be fought for and defended within Zuffa boxing, within TKO, within those monthly episodes. If people come in and then have big fights and leave again and go back to their sanctioning bodies and their belts, I don't believe that the Zuffa belt, or not the Zuffa belt, that's something else entirely, the Ring Magazine belt will leave with them. I don't believe that. And I believe it will be diminished for that reason. The Zuffa belt, well, what's that, eh? So they also talked about Jai Opetaia getting opportunities, Opetaia's opportunities, because he had written on social media that he wanted to unify. That won't happen, will it? Because how can it happen if you aren't working with the sanctioning bodies? I mean, it's going to take a while to change that completely. So it will all depend who they bring in. Jai Opetaia will rue the day if they do not bring in good competitors, because that's what he wants. As for becoming undisputed, you're in the wrong place, mate. If you think you can do that through Zuffa and TKO, you're very much mistaken. So let's see what happens. I know that Gareth Davies was saying you could bring lots of people in, but to fight for what? The ring belt and the Zuffa belt? I don't think that'll be enough belts for Jai Opetaia. Do you? Ta-ta.